like a rainbow? No way. Even more gear and still no idea what I'm doing when it comes to baking. Make a rainbow cake with me. I'm going to do rainbow cake and rainbow buttercream. I've never done either before, so this could go either way, and you're going to find out what happens with me because I'm very excited. So, are you ready for like the bit I'm excited to show you? Look at it. I'm going to bring it over here so you can see. Look, even more gear and still no idea what I'm doing when it comes to baking. So, we're well excited. So I'm going to try, I've already made the buttercream, so that's in the fridge, but I'll put that in around now. I don't know where it'll be, but it'll be in here somewhere. It'll be like a surprise, I'll just pop up. I'm going to do the buttercream so I can bung that in the fridge so it can sit there for a bit to like firm up. I have my icing sugar and it's fine. I have a backup just in case I might run out. So I don't know how much really to start with because I want a decent amount because what I'm going to try and do, I'm very excited. So I'm going to start with 300 of this. I don't know. I'm glad I got another one because I thought I'd have to crack into a new one. Oh, I've got the posh one as well. You can see it's going everywhere, can't you? Oh no, it didn't. That is a first. Right. That is 300 grams of that. And then when I do, I don't know if it's right or not, but when I do it 1 to 2. So I do 2 of this to 1 of this. In here, 2 kilos of butter. I know, I'm as shocked as you. Right, this is in grams, by the way. I don't think I said that, did I? I do 150, 0. Okay, 150 grams of the buttery stuff. There we go, brilliant. And then when I do buttercream, I like to bung in, hang on, a bit of vanilla. I don't know if you're meant to, but I think it gives it a bit of taste. And we've gone posh. I have the Dr. I don't know. Do you know that brand? I'll just show you the bottle. That one. I'm going to put in a decent bit of that so you can actually taste it. So we'll go with that to begin with because you can always add more. Always add more. Got a new whizzy thing. I know, look, it comes in a container. It's contained, which is easier for me because I'm going to use both. The longer you whiz this, the better, I think. But that could just be me. I'm going to use them ones, whichever hooks they are. And this one, it has dough hooks. I want to make my own bread. Because we all know how much I'm partial to the old bit of bread. See, there's the dough hook. Look, you felt me to get a hold. Brilliant. Brilliant. I've just finished whizzing it. I ended up making a little bit more because I felt like it wasn't going to be enough. So I'd rather make too much so then there's enough for me to like just stand at the pot and eat it. So I'm going to stick all of this into this pot, bung the lid on it and stick it in the fridge for it to firm up a bit, like just a little bit, ready for later on. So I'm going to do my normal cake batter mixture to begin with. So I've got my bowl, my favourite scales, stick them on. We are on kilos apparently, but I want grams. So give me a week and I might get there. 150 grams of sugar. This is tea coffee sugar. I think you're meant to use the caster sugar, but if you whiz this, it should make caster sugar. Today, treated myself, didn't I? I did. Are you ready? Got some stalk. I know, like that is not like me. I normally get like cheap and cheerful because that's what I like. But I'm going to stick it 150 of this. And I got a new whizzy thing. It's very good. It is very good. And what I can do is, I'm going to show you. I'm very excited. I am. I'm like a child at Christmas. And then in here, in my little drawers, I've got my vanilla. So I'm going to bung in a bit of, that is vanilla. I've got almond and orange in there, and you can imagine it'd be my luck. I pick up the wrong one. So I stick in a decent amount, because if you can have it, have it. And I need to get a, I normally have like 7 of these in the cupboard, but that's my last one. So I need to get more, because I panic I'm going to run out. But I'm going to stick that in there. And then I'm going to stick that on my old chopping board. I have my whizzy thing. This one, he whizzes really well. He really does. It's like that. So now I can do this. Are we ready? Hang on. I can stand over here, plug him in, and you can get tangled up in the wire to start with. But I can stand over here and whiz away. Right, I've just stopped a whizzing just for a minute. So I'm going to keep that there so it doesn't fall. I'm going to go round the outside and mush it all back in all the way around. And I'm going to keep whizzing until it's like light and fluffy. The longer you whiz it, the better it is. The more whizzed air, the more nicer it is to eat. What we are looking like, we're quite light looking. Very impressed to be honest with you. I need my eggs. Where did I ditch them? Hang on. So the eggs. excellent, aren't they? Right, me and eggs, we do not mix. See, I've already got egg juice already over it. So I'm going to use 3. When I do this mixture, I normally use 3. So I feel like 4's too much, 2 ain't enough, and I feel like 3 is the perfect amount. Whiz it with my absolutely brilliant top-notch whizzy thing, and then hopefully don't get any eggshell in it. Yeah, there's eggshell in it, absolutely wonderful. And then I'm gonna, this is going well. Right, when I've done this, I'm gonna clean up and whiz it. 150 grams of this as well. So when I do the flour, because it goes absolutely everywhere, and I'm a nightmare, so you can guarantee I'm going to be cleaning the flour like off of things for the next fortnight. How does it like go everywhere? That's what absolutely baffles me. Stay. But I like to fold it in to begin with. Everybody taught me and told me what fold it in means, so if that was you, thank you very much. But I'm going to fold it in so then it doesn't go everywhere, but I'm going to whiz it in my whizzy thing in a second. I have whizzed up my mixture, so now we're on to the fun bit, we're on to the colouring. So I'm going to attempt to do a rainbow, and I'm going to weigh this out and roughly divide it into amounts, and we're going to colour it together. I'm extremely excited, I really am. I've managed to get 6, so in here you get 26 colours. So I'm going to do, I've written it down, red, yellow, green, blue, pink and purple. So these are the colours. I made up a tiny bit of buttercream yesterday to see what they look like, and they are pigmented. So these are gels. So a gel is stronger, like liquid. Gel is a stronger pigment than a liquid, I think. So these are the colours, aren't they brilliant? So I'm going to stand here and pick out which one I want for each. I picked my colours. For the red one, I'm going to go for ruby red because of my ruby. Give it a little shaky shake. So this is this one. Then I open it up, then put a drop or so, or however much, into the stuff. I don't know how much to go for, so I've got that much in there. I was going to use a toothpick, but I've just gone for a squidge. So I'm just going to give it a little mixy mix. I think they are very pigmented. Like, look at that, it's like literally instant. I'm going to put a bit more in because that's more pinky than red. This, I don't know what's going to happen. It could like look really good, or it could look like really bad. I mean, who knows? But either way, I'm very excited. That's me red one. We are looking a bit pinky, but we're going to pretend that we don't. But I might add more if the pink don't look pinky enough. I'm going to go for yellow. Oh, lemon. So I'm going to give it a little shake. I mean, that probably didn't do anything, but it made me feel better. So I'm going to have a squidge of lemon. What about that? I could have done that if I tried, could I? Let's be honest. Right, I'm going to wipe off the excess like that. Then I'm going to go in, wash that and mix that through, and I am in a complete and utter mess, and I'm dropping it. So that is my yellow one, and my nails are also yellow and my hands are yellow, so we're going really well at the minute. We're going to go green. Oh, shake. Well, it matches, well, it doesn't match yet, but expect all my hands to be multicoloured by the end of this. Then we're going to go a squidge of green. I don't know how much we need, see. I think I'm quite impressed because there's 26 colours and the colours are what they're saying. It's quite a nice colour, that, isn't it? Just for why not. It's the greeny one, and I put it on there. I've lined it up on the side so it's in order ready for me because I am a nightmare. So now we'll go in for the next one. Yellow, green, blue, blue, blue. We have this one. Shaky McShake. And then I'm going to go for a squidge of that. Put that on the draining board before I get everything covered. Right, stick that. I'm going to go for my shovel. So that's a nice, that's like a sea blue-ish sort of blue one. I've got pigment all around there. But I'll give these another good mix through in a minute. Purple! This is the one I tried yesterday. I did a squidge and a little bit of buttercream and I'm very impressed, to be honest with you. So I'm going to have a squidge or so of this one, if it will come out. Right, that is me purpley one. That is going to go just there. Then we're on to the final one. What is that bit of hair doing? Look at that. That's like a curve and a half on that, isn't it? If I was like not careful enough, I could like hook a duck. Right, finally we're on to pink. I went for rose. A squidge of pink, because pink is my favourite. Jingle bell spoon, and I'm gonna mix that and get me cake tins. So these are me colours up close. My three favourites are these three. These colours are a bit of me, they really are. I have my 2 trays. I've put baking paper at the bottom. I'm going to move that because I'm going to send that far. And I've used stalk just to make sure. So I have my red. We're not as red as what you were hoping. It's giving more pinky corally, but it's fine. So I'm going to put red at the bottom of both. So I'm going to spoon a bit in so I know there's a bit in each. This can go either way. I mean, I know I've said that about 9 times, but I seriously don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to try and get like a layer on the bottom and hope for the best, to be honest with you. That one went swimmingly. I don't really know what I was doing on that. I decided I was going to start scraping it round, but that one's going to go on the bottom, so nobody will ever know. Right. I got me yellow. So I'm literally just going to dollop it on it like that. That is the plan of attack. So I'm going to do that on this one as well. Then I've been getting my spatula and I've scraped right around the edges so I'm not leaving any behind. This is that one. That's that. But we're going well. Right, now we're on to green. Do you know what? I think baking, I find it very amusing because you never know what's going to happen, especially when I'm involved. It could go either way, quite literally. Oh, see? I get carried away. That one is just a complete write-off, I think, because I've got a blob of green for some reason. I'm really good, aren't I? Right. Oh dear. That can go like that. This is like technical and I have to think about what I'm doing and I'm really enjoying it. This is what it should look like. This is what it shouldn't look like. Look at the actual state of that. Anyway, I'm having a whale of a time, so that's all that matters. Right, we're going in with the blue that I haven't mixed properly. Right, so I'm literally just going to keep dolloping on top, and I really hope this works in the oven. Well, in the air fryer, I didn't even say. I'm cooking it in the air fryer because that's my new favourite way to make cakes. And hoping for the best. You can always tell when I'm enjoying myself quite a bit because that happens. Purple. I think this is a really nice. I think this is more of a violet. Yeah, violet. Please just look nice. Then I'm going to do another dollop of this one. And a dollop on that one. Right, now we're on to my favourite one. We're on to the pink one. That is a nice pink. That is my sort of pink. Nice that. Right. This one is still looking good, but I don't want to jinx it. So I'm going to carry on and do the exact same thing. Again, this one is looking worse and worse each layer, but it's fine. That one can go on the bottom. Nobody will even know. Right, this is them up close. That is the one that looks like he's had better days. And that's the one that's looking quite alright to me. But I've got the one that looks like he's had better days. That's not going to cook like that. So I'm going to be big and brave. And I'm going to give it a shake. Now I'm doing the rubbish one because this could go either way. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. I'm in 2 minds. But I'm thinking that is not going to cook. So here goes. It's going to give it like, sort of wobble it about a bit like that. And then sort of just try and make it fit. Oh my, it's actually working. Look at me go. Right. This one better not go wrong. So I'm going to go around in like circular motions is my plan of attack. That could be the wrong, that could be the right. Who knows? So in my mind, when I cut this, it's going to look like a rainbow. Who knows? I'm going to give it a little, just to make sure. Look at that. I'm very proud of myself. Right, I'm going to show you these up close again, and then they're going in the air fryer. This is before. That was the one that's had better days. I can tell because of that edge bit. And this is the one that I'm hoping is going to be on top. The one with better days is going in on top. And the one I'm quite proud of is going in underneath. So I'm going to close them up. Press the button. Then, if you can see here, the cake, I'm going to press that. And it's away. So I've just jabbed them to check if they are finished cooking, and they are all cooked. And I've swapped them around a couple of times, but I'm going to bring them over so I can take them out of the tray with you. That one's there and that one's there. I can't remember which one's which. I think this is the one I thought that had better days, I think. What I'm going to try and do is flip it. How am I going to... Right, that can go like that. And then... halfway stuck. Right, this is the moment of truth, to be honest with you. Has it worked? Has it not? Because who knows? Are we ready? Right, carefully. Right, yeah, this is definitely the one that's had better days. It's red. I was expecting it to be a bit pinky, to be perfectly honest with you. But that one is all right. So we're going to manoeuvre this just there. Then this is the one, this is the important one. Right, that's cooled down enough so I can touch it. So I'm going to, ready, I'll manoeuvre this so you can see. Are we ready? Look at that for a rainbowy cake. Right, I'm going to carefully put that down, then that is going to cool down, then we're going to get the buttercream out the fridge and start colouring it. This is what we are looking like up close. The pigment, I cannot tell you how impressed I am. Look at that. My buttercream, I've just taken it out of the fridge. So that has been in the fridge for a fair few hours. So I'm going to do the same principle again with me bowls to get it all coloured. So I'm going to even it out a bit. Right, I've got my 6 colours, so I'm going to use the same 6 colours from earlier and colour each one. There's not as much buttercream as what I was expecting, but it's fine. The cake is still cooling. I have mixed up my buttercream. So this is a sandwich bag that I've cut the ends off. It's meant to be cling film. If I haven't got any, we're going to pretend that it's cling film. I also chopped up a piping bag, but that didn't do what I wanted. So we're going to pretend I didn't do that. So I'm going to do like rows of my colours like that. That is the plan. Who knows what's going to happen. So this is me red. Again, we're going to pretend that it's red and not that it looks a bit corally. It's fun. What I'm trying to do is do it in like rows. I don't know how far or high up to start it. But I don't want it too like big. This is going to be fiddly. Once I've done this row, I'll be back. I got me yellow. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with the yellow one. I have to keep stopping because it takes me ages just to do one line, and I want it to be like nice, you know. I'm going on to the green. I like green. But I'm going to do the same principle and hope that it works. Do you know, I'm washing as I go just to make it easier, because the amount of washing up today has been ridiculous, honestly. And I hate washing up the best of times. But I don't like dishwashers, so I am the dishwasher. Onto blue! So I'm going to give that a quick mix for blue. It's true, I don't want to jinx it, but this is actually going well. Normally when I try and do things like this, it doesn't end well. But we're actually doing alright, I'm very proud. We're on to purple! I like this purple. It's like a violet-y to me. Is it violet? Lavender? I don't know. You know what? Like light purple. Right. Gonna do that. Go full. Go on. Go on. Wow. The final and my favourite, on to the pink. So I'm going to do the exact same thing again with the pink one. I hope this works. I've put so much energy and thought into this. I really hope it actually works. This is my buttercream up close. Look at that. It definitely holds pigment better in actual cake mixture, but it still looks nice in the buttercream. I picked that nozzle. I don't know if you can see it, and I don't know. Can you see it up there? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I've gone for this one, and then that goes on there like that, I think. It's always a struggle when I do that. I don't know why I struggle so. Well, I've done it so many times. You'd thought by now I would have at least got some sort of idea on how to do it. Right, I think that is as tight as we're going to get. I have my glass just here, and what I'm going to do is put that in so it's ready just to drop that into it. So it's slightly easier, hopefully, fingers crossed. The idea is to not roll it, but put that on top of that, of the pink one, so it all meets. So this is where, to be honest with you, it could end up like a nice brown mush, but who knows. So this should be cling film. Cling film, cling, I don't know. You know that plastic stuff? So this might not actually work in this, but I've had a go and that's all that matters. So hopefully we hold and it goes like that, and then sort of like do it so it goes round. I don't know. This has gone terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. I'll just do that and then twist it somehow. I don't know. So we come into like a tubey shape. We're like that at the end. I have to do quick movement, so I'm going to have to be very quick. Pick up and then just drop in there like that. Right, I don't even know if this has worked. It could look like a whole mush of a problem. But that is just going to go in there. Then I'm going to stick this in the fridge so it's got a chance to firm up a bit. I've managed to get it in. I've pushed it down the tube a bit. I've actually done it. I know, I'm just shocked as you. Right, that is going in the fridge for me. I have my cake. Look at them. Right, this is the one that's had better days. That's the good one. So I'm going to put the one that's had better days on the bottom. Oh, and I got my spinny thing. Look at that. Right, I'm going to put this in the background so you can see him. Ain't that good? I know. Right, so I'm debating if to put jam on and then put the buttercream on it like that. I don't know my plan of attack. I ain't got an idea. I have my favourite strawberry jam, so I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time I want a bit. Because if you can have it, have it. But I'm just going to add, because you can always add more, but to be honest with you, I think that might do it, because I like it jammy, but I don't like it really jammy. So I'm going to try and manoeuvre it about a bit. It doesn't matter what it looks like, because it's homemade, and homemade is absolutely brilliant, if you ask Guy. Because you've put the time and effort into it. I'm so excited to cut this, because in theory, it should look like a rainbow. But I mean, who knows at this point? Right, I think that might do it. I think that's enough, I don't know. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to be tight. Brought him over. This is the state it's in. So I'm going to turn it so I've got a grip on it, just so it mushes it down a bit. My hands are probably going to be multicoloured by the end of this, but it's fine. And I'm going to do a little squidge so we can see. I did it! I'm just going to do like an outside bit on it. Just, I want the main bit to be for the top. Don't really know what we're going for. I'm going to swap it round so we get variety. It's not very even, but it doesn't matter. Right, what do we think? It's not too bad. So this is what we're looking like up close. This side's more green and yellow, this side's more multicoloured, what we were going for. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a little swirl in the middle, just so it's not like dry. So this is what we are looking like with the swirly whirly. I did that. I know, I'm as shocked as you. Right, I'll pop that there. And then we have my butter cake. Now I'm debating, that way up, yeah, that's what that looks like. I'm going to go that way up, I think. Right, I'm going to carefully place this on here. Stop it. It looks like I know what I'm doing when I really haven't got a clue. I'm not going to lie, I actually am really impressed with myself. It just proves you can put your mind to it, you can do it. What I'm going to do is, going to start here. I'm going to go around like that. Can you see? I'm going to try and do that all the way around. And hope for the best, because I really don't know what I'm doing. Each one's going to be different size, but it's fine. I'm glad that all the colours are starting to come through now, I really am. And I think I've overdone it on the buttercream front. I'm very impressed, I really am. I've always wanted to make a rainbow cake, and now I've done it, and now I can't believe that I've actually done it. Look at that! I can't quite believe it. Should I do one in the middle, do you reckon? Or should we go for one in the middle? What should we reckon? Should we just go for it? Because I've got plenty of buttercream. Right. Look at that. Right, I'm going to pop that down. What I'm going to do is, because I've got so much buttercream, because I wasn't anticipating I was anticipating it to use more. What I'm going to do is wipe the end off. And I'm going to just fill in the gaps, I think. I'm just going to go for like little dots like that. Isn't that pretty? Just anyhow, just dotted about. This is what we are looking like up close. Look at that. I cannot believe that I actually did that, and I don't even know anything about baking. No idea what I'm doing, and I'm very impressed with myself. I really am. Right, the most exciting part, we're going to cut a slice. Hopefully, in my mind, it should look like a rainbow when I cut it, but it might be, it might not, who knows. But I'm going to cut it so you can see. So my arms are going to look a bit wongy, but it's fine. So I'm going to go about here. I'm very excited, and it's really soft, like really soft. So that is that one, and then Are We Ready? Where can you see? Here. Right. Hopefully it stays intact. Right, I'm gonna slide that out. I'm very excited. It's gonna be the moment of truth. I'll turn it so you can see it come out. Are you ready? Because I'm not. It looks like a rainbow, no way. Right, I'm gonna manoeuvre my cake and then carefully put it down. So this is what we look like up close. Look at that for a rainbow cake. You can literally see the layers. I'm very shocked, I really am. Then that is inside the actual cake. So this is the outside. Are we ready? Are we ready? Look at that for a rainbow. I'm very proud. Right, I've took my pictures. Look at that. I know, I did it. Anyway, right, we have to try a bit. So I'm just gonna get a bit down here. I'm gonna go for that bit, and then I'll just scoop a little bit of the icing. Are we ready? It's pink. I thought you'd be able to taste the like the colours. Do you know colours have a taste? But I genuinely cannot taste the colours in that. It's very vanilla-y, it's very soft, and I cannot believe I made that in the air fryer. Thank you ever so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you've got any other ideas what I can bake, please let me know, because I did that. I know. But that's my cake.